Hey everyone, this video is going to be for people who are either a travel agent or you have a travel agency and you're looking to get leads and sales for your business as soon as possible. So let's get right into it. If you've been watching my videos for any length of time, you probably already know that the two biggest campaigns that I like, or the two campaigns that I like the most, are lead generation and conversions when we're talking about getting leads. You can test anything else that you want, but these are just the things that I have used and I do use to get people results. So let's talk about a few different targeting ideas. Now, if you go to the locations tab right here, you can see that you can select an area and you can see people that are traveling in this location but doesn't necessarily, or that don't necessarily live there. So if I were you, I would target a particular place that's, really popular, California, Florida, New York, those places, and I would offer discounts to people traveling there but that don't live there so that you can get them to sign up with you on their next trip. Another targeting idea is people who live in this location, but they're also frequent travelers. So you can see how Facebook really likes to track everything that we do. And so this is another targeting idea that I would use. The last one that I would do is I would use parents. So when we're looking at parents, the question that you have to ask yourself is, at what age are the parents trying to really get away and take a break from the kids? And I know that sounds funny to some and cruel to others, but seriously, when we're talking about marketing here, we have to really look at what's true. So for me, what I've noticed is that if between the age of 3 and all the way up to about, I want to say even in the teenage years, these are the parents that are probably going to look to get away the most. I probably wouldn't worry about parents that have adult children and that have some, newborns. I would really focus on 3 to 18, but you're at liberty to do whatever you want. As far as the placements are concerned, I've already done this, but I would only do mobile news feeds. That's it. If you want to, you can make another separate campaign for testing everything. I don't recommend it. You can put your budgeting, daily budget at whatever you want. I recommend $20. If you can't do $20, start at $5 a day. Do whatever you can afford, but you have to start somewhere. So if we're going to talk about the ad, I've actually already created an ad to give you an idea. So one of the things that I think people don't understand is that if your headline sucks, nobody's going to pay attention to your ad, right? Most people, when they're scrolling through Facebook, they'll look at the picture and then they'll look at the headline. Sometimes, they'll look at the headline or the first line up here, calling all parents. But what I found is that for a lot of my campaigns that have converted the best, if I can put a really strong headline or something that seems informational, then especially if I'm calling out my audience, I've noticed that gets me the best response and the best conversions. So I would do that, and I always talk about, just gonna make some modifications here. So I always talk about using the form as a landing page. Let's see, and I guess I should talk about this too. Obviously, you can do everything, right? Book now, download now, apply now. For this one, I put get offer. So if we do a new form, on the settings on the form, make sure it's open. If you don't do this, then people won't be able to share it. So you want to come down to the settings and make sure that it's open. And then on the layout, paste the same message right here. And then for the headline, you want to make sure that the message is clear, right? So you're hitting them with the message on the front end and then on the back end. And so you want to ask for their information. And then you can even send them through some other stuff. And so right here, you want to make sure that you don't say thanks, you're all set, because in their mind, they're done. You're in good hands. A description that I would put right here is I would say something like, it looks like the representative assigned to your area is Paul Smith, or whatever your name is. You can tap the button down below. You can tap the button down below to give Paul Smith a call right now, although he may be busy helping others book their trip to Hawaii. You want to keep everything congruent, okay? So you want to give a clear message right here as to what's going to happen next. If you don't do that, then I don't really see your conversions being really, really good. You want to be able to really get these people on the phone, and it's even better when they give you a call, right? How cool is it that, instead of having to call them, they have the option to call you, and now your phone's ringing because these people want their voucher because there's only 30 left. And I didn't talk about that earlier, but I guess I should. So we call out our audience, calling all parents. We ask them a question. Could you use some time away from the kids? They're probably going to say yes. Always ask a question that they're most likely going to say yes to, especially if you're trying to do a fun offer like this. And then you give them a timeline from now until July 28th. We both probably know it's not until July 28th. They're probably doing it all year, right? But you let them know from now until July 28th or whatever the deadline is, and you give them the offer. Now, it has to be a really good offer. If you have a horrible offer, then what happens is you don't get that many leads or you don't get that many people interested. You have to make an offer that's so great that it will make people not only want to put in their information, but also pick up the phone when you give them a call or call you back if you leave a message or send a text message, okay? And then you let them know we only have 30 at this price, so click the get offer. And so you have to give people very clear directions. And I know it sounds crazy. It's like, well, why do I have to tell them to click the get offer button? Why can't they just click it? And it's because people need to be told what to do. And so just do it. Just tell them what to do so that nobody has to wonder. It's like you're walking them through the process. And then I already talked about the headline. So I hope this video helps. If you have any questions, I'll be here. And I hope you get a lot of leads for your travel agency business. Talk to you soon.